Love your earrings.
Do you mind saying your name one more time?
So we are part of a project collecting sound bites, stories, interviews from women in the trades.
I'm in Chicago, born and raised.
Great. What part?
Grew up in the Brownsville area.
I know where that is.
Mm-hmm.
And your name is Viola.
Yep. I was named after my aunt.
Awesome. So tell me about the trade that you're in, how long you've been in it, and what is the best thing about it?
So how do I start?
What trade are you in?
So I'm a second year Local 63 iron worker apprentice, and we are finishers. We do miscellaneous metals, and we also do some fence things.
Okay. What do you like about it?
I like that the work is really different. I like that it's always changing and challenging and giving me something to kind of work on throughout the day, which was something that was missing in a lot of the jobs that I've had before getting into the union.
What was missing?
Change, pay. It was really monotonous what I was doing a lot of the times, and I just, it would come to a point where I was like, all right, I'm bored now, I'm leaving.
And being an iron worker isn't like that.
Right, because right now they send us to different companies to work for, and so far I've got to, well, I'm not going to say I built it, but so far I was able to help out on getting the Damon and Lake Green Line Station stairway up and functional, and that was really awesome. And I like welding. I love welding. I do that mostly. I've done the MIG, I've done TIG, and now I'm learning stick welding, which kind of sounds like a backwards kind of progression, but you learn what you learn and the time that you learn it. And I also got to work on the Obama Center doing some of the not so exciting ironwork tasks. We were screwing in bolts into concrete. That's fine. We did that a lot. That was fun. And, it's just really nice to be able to say that, like, hey, I helped work on that. Like, what? Look at those stairs. I built those. I grinded on those. I welded that. I put that bolt in. Just that one. And then 100 of the other ones up there.
What do you wish people understood about being a woman in the trades?
I wish that people understood that gender doesn't play as big of a role in the work as the culture would like to place as much. The culture places a lot of emphasis on that. And I think the sad part is when you have the male culture who's used to feeling dominant in a field because there's no gender competition, when the gender gets introduced, it creates a tension that can be understood, but it is not actively changing. Like, the individual has to choose to understand those things so that they can be able to work with different kinds of people, because there's always different kinds of people, and then you never know which kinds of people you get kind of your hang-ups on until they're introduced, and then now you have to actively choose to understand, to break down your own barriers, and so that you can integrate.
What would be the biggest change for tradeswomen over the next 5 years that would help that situation improve?
One, more women are going to be on the workforce. I know that as a fact. They will be. And repeat the question again, so I missed the point.
Biggest change that could improve that dynamic over the next 5 years? You said more women.
I like to think that with social media being at the fingertips of everyone, that more perspectives are available. So if you seek them out, you can see what's really going on with the other people around you without literally having to, maybe if you're socially struggling, to ask the person face to face. You can still get an idea of what the challenges are that you could help alleviate.
For real, last question. What has the impact been on your life being in the trades?
I feel like I have a lucrative career. I'm able to help take care of my family, and they love that, and I love that, and that's kind of been my goal all along anyway. So it's nice to be able to see a future that's ever changing, as opposed to a kind of set in stone, like, okay, I'll be manager now. Like, no, it's not managing. It's just something bigger. I like being a part of something that grows, something that changes, and being able to say that, hey, I used to be the little guy back there, and now, big guy.